I am Pritham, and in this video we are going to study about the basic electrical equipments. Let us study about all the equipments what we are going to handle in the laboratory one by one. So these are the some equipments we are going to use in the laboratory while doing the experiment. First comes some load. So in basic load element we have three kind of load: resistive load, inductive load and capacitive load. So this is the resistor. This is a variable resistor. I will tell about this thing. And this is inductor. This is we can say it's coil also. And this is a capacitor, right? So this is written as C. This is written as L, and this is written as capital R. So let us. After this, we will study about the controlling equipment. So this is the variable or auto transformer. So the output or secondary voltage can be varied by varying this knob. Okay, and sometimes this resistor can also vary like this to control the current or voltage. Sometimes this is also used as the variable source. Then we have some indicating instrument or measuring instrument. So measuring instrument are those instruments which can measure some electrical quantity. So the measuring instruments are divided as indicating type, integrating type and recording type. And in this lab we will study about only the indicating instrument. That means when the supply is there, it will show the value, and when you cut off the supply, it will not show anything. Okay. So among these we have voltmeter, which is actually used to measure the voltage in volt, and we have wattmeter, which is actually used to measure the power consumption of load in watt, and we have the ammeter that is used to measure the current consumption in the load. So this is called a rheostat, and it have three different points. 2 points are fixed point and 1 point is variable point. And how it's called variable point? If you take any connection from here, by varying this knob, we can vary the resistance. Okay. So when you take input here, when you give input here and take output from here, then this much part is fixed. That is called fixed resistance. But if you give input here and take output from here, then by varying this thing, you can change the voltage, you can change the current, or you can change the resistance. In that case, it is used as a variable resistance, right? Most important thing, whenever using this thing, because while using this thing, current is inside this rheostat, so do not touch here and there. You can touch only this 2N and this. Okay, never touch this thing in your bare hand. So this is the capacitor. The unit of capacitor is Faraday, and it is denoted as C. We have two terminal, 1 and 2. Okay, so you have to give the connection in this two terminal only. So this is the setup for the inductor. It have coil inside this with a core insulated with the insulating materials, and we have two terminals. So you do not bother about this thing what available inside this. You just bother about these two terminal for your connection purpose. So this is variac, or you can say it's an auto transformer. That means the primary auto transformer is fixed and the secondary can be varied. The secondary is varied using this knob, and this work in the principle of induction and also conduction, right? So there, as you know that transformer having two different circuit, but in this auto transformer have only one circuit. So in this terminal we are giving input. It is as it is a single phase auto transformer or single phase variac, we can give only up to 230 volt AC, and the output we can take out from these two point, and the output can be varied from 0 to the maximum value. Here it is mentioned as 260. So you can also get the output as 0 volt, or it can go up to 260 volt also. So this is the purpose of auto transformer. This is voltmeter, and this device is used to measure the potential difference or voltage across the load or across any terminals. So as you know that we have these knobs where you can take the where you can connect the OS, and this is an indicating place, and you can see we have one mirror below this. Okay, so how to take reading? So you should coincide the needle and the image of the needle in the mirror should be coincide, and you adjust your eye in that place, you take the reading. Okay, and the above this we have a scale, and you can see the scales are, we have three scale here starting from 0 to 600, then second one starting from 0 to 300, then third one starting from 0 to 150. That means you can use this voltmeter in three different ranges, that is 0 to 150 volt, 0 to 300 volt, and 0 to 600 volt. So how to use? You can see here we have a common point here. So this is common for all the three connections, and if you use these two terminal, you can written here 600. It is written here 600. Then if you use these two terminal, you can use a range from 0 to 600. And if you use this one and this one, you can go up to 0 to 300. And if you use this common one and this one, we can use the voltmeter up to 0 to 150 volt range. Okay. Let's say this needle is exactly at this point, middle point. So it can give either a 90 volt or 150 volt or 360 volt. But which one is correct? If you connect your wire in between these two terminal, then 360 volt is correct reading. If you connect between these two terminal, then second one, 180 volt is correct. If you connect these two terminal, then 90 volt is correct. That means this voltmeter alone can be used for multi-range voltage. So this is ammeter, and as like our voltmeter, it also have the indicating place and the knobs. So we have a common knob and three different knobs. At a time we can use only one. Common is common to all the connection, and you can use this one or this one or this one. So likewise in your voltmeter, taking of reading is same process. The needle should be coincide with the image of this mirror, and then you take the reading. And here we are also having different scale. So the first scale is ranging from 0 to 10 ampere, second one 0 to 5 ampere, third one is 0 to 25 ampere. So it depends upon the connection to take the readings. I mean, if you connect from so if you connect this common and 25, that means the below scale is taking into consideration. That means in that time the ammeter is used in between 0 to 25 ampere range. And if you use common and 10 ampere, that time ammeters is used the in between 0 to 10 ampere range. And if you use common and 5 ampere, in that time the ammeter is used from 0 to 5 ampere range. Remember, ammeter is connected in series to measure the current, and voltmeter is used in parallel or shunt in the circuit to measure the voltage or potential difference. Let us study about the wattmeter. And the wattmeter is a device used to measure the power consumption in a load or in a circuit. So it have basically three terminals. It have basically four terminals where two are common. That is why I told you it's three terminals: M, L, C, and V. M for main, C for common, L for to the load, and V for the voltage terminal. Okay. So here we have the terminals. You can see here it is written L. This is M, this is C. So C, M, L is available here, and we have the voltage terminal this here, right? You can ask me why 3 voltage terminal. So as you see in the voltmeter we have 3 different range. So to making in different range wattmeter, we are using 3 different voltage terminals. And one more thing, as like in ammeter also having multi-range ammeter. So if you use multi-range wattmeter, how to use? So this is the connection. Okay. So you remove this thing. So when you connect like this, it will be use some range of current, and when you connect like this, it may be used for another current range. So how to define which current range is this? That is actually done by manufacturer, and they actually written in the nameplate. You can see we have written here this B1, B2, and E1, E2, right? So it is written here, for 1 ampere join B1, B2. That means when these two are joined like this, so B1 and B2 are connected. In that time, the current handling capacity of this wattmeter is up to 1 ampere. And when B1 E2 and E1 B2 are connected, then it takes 2 ampere. That means like this. If you connect like this, the current handling capacity of wattmeter is up to 2 ampere. Then what happened? For example, you have connected up to 75 voltage, and in this connection, B1 E2, E1 B2. So for B1 E2, E1 B2, we have 2 ampere, and we have connected the voltage up to 75 volt. So here 75 volt and 2 ampere, here it is 2. This 2 is nothing but the multiplying factor. What is multiplying factor and why? What is the use of that? So while taking reading, if you get reading of 15 volt in this connection and 75 volt, then you have to multiply this 15 by 2 to get the actual reading, right? So it have only one scale. That is why multiplying factor is important. So most important thing is the wire. The connection between one point to another point can be done using wire, and this is the wire, and we can say this is 1.5 mm PVC coated air. That means the diameter of this copper is 1.5 millimeter, and the insulation given over this copper is made up of polyvinyl chloride. That is why it's called 1.5 mm PVC coated cable. Most importantly, the connection. How to connect the wire into this knob. So first, take out this PVC coating of the wires and make it wound like this, so that the strand of wires will not come out here and there. So it behave like a single strand. Then what do? You just rotate this to the right side. Okay, I will say why to the right side. Do not make like in the left side. Anyway, if you do whatever direction, you can change the direction also. But remember to bend to the right side. Okay. Then remove the knob by rotating it counterclockwise or anti-clockwise. So if you rotate like this, you have a space over here, and that is a metallic space. Do not toss this metallic space by your wire hand. So take this wire and hold like this. So once you hold like this, then after you rotate this knob in clockwise direction and make the wire tight. Okay, so after removing this thing, your hand, if you try to take out this wire, it will not come out. So this is the perfect connection. But if what you do, if you instead of like doing like this, if you do like this, what happens when you rotate the knob in clockwise, this will become like flat. So there is a chance the wire may come out. That is why you should always rotate this wire in clockwise and hold here in clockwise direction and tight the knob in clockwise direction. So to lose this, remove the knob in counterclockwise direction and take out the wire. Okay.